Okay, sorry.
The bumper.
We gotta find a better way to do this.
Don't talk during the bumper.
What? Oh, wait, what?
Shut up.
Did you
Shut
talk during the
your
bumper?
God fucking damn it.
Well, damn it,
Womp,
Trent, you
womp,
ruined the
womp,
bumper.
womp.
Fractal's gonna be pissed. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we've got more action here in Elimination Mode 2. This is Game 2 of our opening series, Evil Geniuses versus Complexity. 81 heroes remain, and Beastmaster, the first taken out of the pool.
He is. Now,
All
don't
right,
forget, I know
excellent.
there's a lot of EG fans out there, but we want Complexity to win so we can have an even more brutal Game 3. I'm not a biased person, but it's Elimination Mode. We want Game 3. We want Tiny Hero Pool. But, I mean, EG
This is
fans,
where
you
they
do.
shine, though. These are like, that was a meta game. I mean, those were pretty normal heroes. That was like an EG draft. That was fine. This is where we get some good shit, you know? This is where Complexity are really gonna shine.
The good shit. Hey, look, it's our good friend Elder Titan. Remember that first Elimination Mode when Elder Titan
right.
was actually never played?
Literally never played.
He was the visage of his time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
He's big now. I remember when
And him and
Bloodseeker
Shadow
was
Demon
top
were part of
tier.
that like contest, right? You had to make a video because they were such dead
Yeah.
heroes.
That's
Hey,
right.
what do you guys think of for the community vote that we limit it per day to a different, like, one day's agility only heroes can be banned? Intelligence
Are
another
you just
day.
trying to make Buka's life harder, dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are conversations we
Buka's
should
a
have
god,
had well
Hey-
before
No, I
Elimination.
wanna see
Hey,
what the chat
Buka,
thinks. I
you
wanna see
think
what the
you could just
community
push out some changes like halfway through the tournament and just
Yes,
change the scope of
I
the
do
whole thing?
I do think he can do that.
I mean, he
absolutely.
probably could.
I still think having the #1 voted person puts them into gold status. So Drow is just eliminated for the rest of the tourney. If you're number
Each
one,
day.
You get one? Is that what it is?
Then we don't have enough heroes if we go to best of 5, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's, if it's a best of 5, then we just let some out. We just let some out of the prison.
We let them play duplicate heroes. How about
I have
that?
to play a courier.
Hey, I'm not good at math, all right? Anyway,
Yeah, I know. We've seen your videos.
thank you. So Undying not going to be ever see the
I mean,
light
dude,
of day.
they're chewing through reserve time for this second ban. It's already getting tricky. Like,
Yeah.
This might be where you're starting to look at like what heroes are in the pool who have hard counters that aren't so like an axe ban. Like what if like a brood comes out and they just said like, okay, look at the rest of this pool, everything
Oh,
like
yeah.
is shit versus brood. Like this
Right.
isn't really
Brood.
the case though. There's still enough heroes left, but that kind of stuff.
So this is actually a lot easier than normal casting. We get the hero pool in front of us, man. Keeper of the Light, first pick for EG. That's a nice, fun global support. Now, what could they
There's
combo
nothing
this
fun
with?
about that.
There's nothing good about Coddle?
No, there's nothing fun. I was hoping
No.
this hero would be banned by the community. I was a little bit surprised.
Why? What's wrong with Coddle?
What?
I mean, we're talking about people banning like Invoker because he's annoying in pubs, not because he's not enjoyable to watch in
Well,
professional games, right?
but
Coddle
yeah.
is the most annoying hero to play against in pubs.
That's true. That
Yeah, but-
blind man. Got to
But
get someone who
he's
can like
picked
purge.
so little that it kind of makes up for it, you know?
Not picked so.
Man,
badly.
Lifestealer's still in the pool. They could like Lifestealer Sand King right now. And then there's like no good. Wait, Sand King must be gone.
I
Am I
can't
crazy?
believe Lifestealer is still
Dude,
in the pool, yeah.
wasn't Sand
Yeah,
King...
yeah, I'm crazy. Sand King's gone.
Yeah.
But Lifestealer Slardar, same thing.
Sladar, yes.
Sladar.
Yes, Ogre's also still in the pool, too. The big hot support.
Oh, God. The hot support.
Tubbs McGee.
Yes. Oh, I'm one of the best ogre players in the world. I really get that all the time, guys. Anyway, so yes, keep up with that standard stuff so far. Complexity, I like the securing of Sladar and oh god,
Winter
Oh,
Wyvern?
yes.
Quinter. Why the fuck would you pick this hero? Is what I
Great
like to
hero.
call him. But tell me
Flex-
why he's good.
Haven't you ever
Because
been in a
he's a god.
situation where Winter Wyvern's gotten a sick 5-man ult, and then one of the carries just gets a crit on one of those supports, and you're just like, yes, feel the Winter's curse.
You can't even hurt people that are.
I
in the
prefer,
curse.
yeah, I prefer the moment where like you get the big winner's curse and AM drops his mana void right in the like
Whoa.
undamageable
Whoa,
team.
sick,
Those are the
bro.
moments I crave.
I mean,
That's-
there's no doubt that that's sick, but good luck setting that one up, homie.
Oh my god!
No,
you
but
guys
it doesn't
remember
work.
when
That's the
Darkseer
point.
can vacuum and do everything Winter Wyvern can for setups? Oh shit!
dark times.
Anyway,
That's a good point though, because this could be like a support slider into a Darkseer actually. Like position forward,
Oh.
slider is
okay.
actually really strong. That's the escape opener, dude.
Okay.
Is that a
this-
support
escape
clockwork
opener,
or is this
the
a
coddle
universe
clock?
clockwork?
So, okay, let's clue in those that weren't watching Europe in the major.
yes, please.
Escape. They have been running Yapzor Position 4 Clockwork. What do you make of that, Slacks?
Usually
You
with the
know,
coddle.
Yapzor can do literally anything. We saw a little bit of that in Dream League as well, and it was he is incredible. I mean, he has a lot of support potential. We saw he's very creative with the cogs. He doesn't use them like everybody else. He pushes people over cliffs. He blocks people out. He's hardly an initiator. It's Yappy Hot 4 can do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Trent
this
and
ain't Yappy Hot 4.
Oh, I know, but it's hot. You'd think it wouldn't work, though. You'd think Roaming Clockwork, the hell's that going to do? But it's, battery assault's amazing in the early levels. You walk up on a support and they can't do anything. If there's no creeps nearby, it's just Clockwork giving you the wrench.
Pretty damn true, sir. But I don't know. Is EG a team that can run Clockwork? Anybody on there?
Absolutely not. This is the worst team. No, I mean, if it's going to be support, it'll be Zai playing it, right? And he can play pretty much anything, so
Yeah.
not worried about that.
Yeah.
I
EG are
prefer
so
to see
bad they didn't even
Universe
play
on
in the
it, though, honestly.
qualifiers, so.
I haven't seen an off-lane clock in a while.
What do you guys think about EG doing kind of like a global / long initiation type strat? You know, like pick up a Zeus,
Spectre.
get a little Spectre action. That could work.
That's a Cole hero.
Nature's prophet.
You know,
Silencer.
You can't just name off heroes in a dramatic
Ricky
fashion.
with the global
Sunset.
invisibility on himself.
That's the eggs, right?
Yes, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
PA
I think
still also in the
Centaur
pool?
with Ags. Sorry. Go
maybe
ahead.
if you're looking at mobile heroes, like a Sumail Wind Ranger isn't too bad considering like mids that are left. Someone that can kind of work together the Clockwork. I do think it will be position 4 Clockwork just because of how nice it is with the
Okay.
Keeper of the Light, and then like Clockwork never scaled well either. Anyway,
Dude, look at those complexity bands. Zeus, Tinker. Hello, global strat.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's what's up,
same thing
AO.
with the EG too. Just
Get
like
this
the
shit out of here.
best 2 heroes against their
How about
draft
the
right
great
now.
How about the counter to Coddle guys, Night Stalker?
Yes.
Just to counter that Aghanim Scepter.
You can. It works. I think that's a genius idea.
Thank
Sunsman.
you, Slack.
Techies!
That's why we're on the analyst panel.
the best analyst in
Hey,
Oh.
there's the PA.
All right. I'm surprised that she actually made it through. And
Yeah.
was picked up.
Probably Ogre then, eh?
Oh, God. Come on, guys. Get a little creative here. This is why we won a game 3, you fucking cowards.
The amplify damage PA is like such a good
How about
combination.
Medusa for EG?
Ooh.
booster.
It could be all right.
I mean, Keeper of the Light basically heals her 2 different ways, right?
Yeah.
With
That's a cool
Ags.
synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some flexibility for Cole, though. PA, we've seen some of that like 4 PA, right, right, Trent? That's a thing.
Yeah, that's dead now.
Oh, God
that's
damn
nerf.
it.
That's dead
It
as
died?
fuck. It's
Just
Yeah.
like the Battle Fury Juggernaut. Where
It's
did
out,
it go?
dude. The Clockwork's the new hot position 4. PA's on the outs.
He's huge, dude.
The FNG Doom is in.
Oh, I was thinking of
PA's
the
out.
position 4 Weaver. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, the Lil, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the Lil Weaver. You seen that?
Oh, yes, I have. That was
Nasty.
something else. Pick up that Ags on Weaver, guys.
I'm
Huge.
surprised we haven't seen Alchemist picked or banned in game 2 now. That's kind of weird.
Well, you know, he's that niche pick, as they say.
It's Nietzsche.
He's the
By the way, I looked it up. Niche is correct for American dictionaries. I don't know about others. Just
Oh,
saying.
well, I'm Canadian and we use British, so.
Okay.
North
And I know Zyari really wants
Saved.
to be British with the
I
all
want it
the
to be
nil
niche.
talk.
I want to say nil.
a niche,
Nightshade.
a niche.
Oh,
Korean
yo!
protector.
The PPD special.
Yeah,
with
seriously.
no PPD.
Okay.
Like
Have
crying
they
in
given
chat
the
right now.
keyboard to PPD at the EG house? We will never know.
He's in Toronto.
He's in Toronto, so we're all right. but anyway, yeah,
You
I
press
mean, EG,
W on them.
they know how to play
Well, that's
the game
only
with a
disappointing
trio.
because now it means it's Universe Clockwork, which is hype, but I was kind
Yeah.
of excited to see more of the support clock shenanigans.
This is kind of cool, though. Like, Clockwork is an offlaner. He's made some resurgence, but he still falls victim to getting zoned out. You know, he can't always just go Iron Talon, let me farm. But, hey, Treant Protector, a little global presence, maybe help him out from afar, right?
You know who is good with an Iron Talon? Treant Protector, dude.
That's true.
Jungle Treant is going to be the newest, hypest thing. Mark my words.
20-minute
Just like the Legion jungle. I love it.
No.
Very useful.
No! It's nothing like the Legion Jungle.
I guess he does have a slow, so it's definitely not worse than LC
guys,
jungle.
Look
This
at
is-
this.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is interesting, right?
That's
Because like
pretty
elimination mode, you get rid of like some of the meta heroes, but then it's more like teams have to play like other strategies they've seen other teams do. You know what I mean? Like Complexity might not be a team that usually runs the Magnus plus empowerable kind of a hero like Mag Jug, or in this case the Mag PA, and then like the PA Slider. Like these are definitely standard strategies. This draft isn't that ridiculous, but it just might not be something that this team itself is super comfortable with.
Yeah. I like
Yes.
this, though. This is scary. Complexity's draft looks like they could just take over that early game, you know? Get a little empowered action up on PA. Get a little Winter's Curse going, right, Slacks?
They got Winter's Curse. Everything that they do is going to be a terrifying ability to get completely effed up by the Winter Wyvern.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Look at these ags, man. Holy balls. These are some great ags.
Though you are absolutely right on that, dude. Clock's Ag's great. Treant's great.
The only
Keeper.
issue is Keeper would probably farm his own first by the time that
But now
point
he could
comes,
just
but
go
still.
like mech instead.
Yes.
Theoretically.
He could go Blink Keeper.
How about a Vladimir's Offering?
Oh, a Vanguard Keeper.
Oh, why not a Necro?
Anyway, do you think this is going to be an Ags Rush game for the Alk, or is he going to have to be a big dickin'
No,
instead?
it's never an Ags rush game for an Alk, I don't think.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But I'm
you're
interested to see if he goes for like the pushing of the lanes, which is kind of older now, or the battle build on Alk, which is making a resurgence, it seems.
Yeah.
Battle build's pretty dope.
The battle build's actually not that bad. It feels sort of risky, but as long as you force them to fight between like 25 minutes and 35 minutes, if you're 6-slotted on Alk, he is borderline unkillable for that window. I mean, he's just a machine.
It's a bit niche, but. Fuck. All right, Razor
Good
Band now.
Lord.
Final ban from the Evil Geniuses.
This will be big, boys.
Likely a support ban here. It could be the roaming Force Slardar, but
Oh?
they think not. It's the Ancient Apparition, and they go Venomancer.
Venomancer.
This is nasty, dude.
That's like RTZ Veno, right?
Oh, shit, guys.
It very well, yeah, it has
What
to be
have we
something.
done?
What?
That's
Oh,
a good Rubik game.
Disgusting.
Not bad.
We have brought this disgustingness to the Dota 2 community.
This
You're
is great,
welcome.
though. Rubik, sick against Venomancer. You know, he's going to get an Ags, a Blink, a Veil. He's going to be this nasty kamikaze poison bomb. Rubik's going to stand there and be like, guys, I got the null field. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just stand
There's
near
so
me.
much magic damage against this Winter Wyvern. I feel like Cold Embrace isn't going to do shit.
Well, it's a big surprise. Winter Wyvern's going to be fucking crappy. Oh, boy. Someone call the local news station. I've got a scoop. Anyway, what are you guys thinking? You all going on that Arteezy Veno hype?
All right, I was gonna pick. I picked EG2O, but I have no faith in Arteezy Veno. I'm sorry.
I am like totally the opposite. How are you
yeah.
going to blink onto anyone? You're going to be slowed and kited as this PA? I think
No,
they're getting 2-0.
I'm sticking with. I'm just kidding. I'm sticking with EG2O because I just think they're. I don't think it matters if their lineup is worse, which I do think that's the case this game.
Ouch.
But I think they're just better.
Before those last two picks, I thought Complexity really had a better draft, but Veno is so hard to deal with, dude. If he gets
Imagine
a good
the
start,
Aghanim, Ziori. Imagine.
just imagine the damage.
Imagine it.
You know, what's Veno's problem in the lane? He's flimsy. He doesn't
Right.
move that fast.
Right.
He doesn't have an escape mechanism.
He's
but
a
guess
banana.
what? Guess what? A living armor is loving armor, Slacks, and that
Damn.
might just be enough to keep him alive. What do you think?
I have to agree with you. I want a game 3. It ain't going to happen. EG is going to crush. I'm sorry, Complexity. Rest in peace, boys. And if I'm wrong, I'll be very happy.
All right. Well, our
Covering all
lobby's
your
ready
bases
to rock and
as
roll,
usual.
and we're loading in.
All right.
Game
Good
number
luck.
2.
Who are our casters for this game?
I wonder. No one's been fired, Slacks. We've got the same casters for this series. So congratulations, Mott and Purge. You still got the gig.
We did it.
Oh man, I still have my job. Cool.
That was like
Wow.
the most insincere happiness.
I think that's actually the nicest Purge can sound.
Oh,
anybody was gonna
man,
get
it's
fired
my
after
wedding
the
day.
last
All
2
right.
hours. Anyone who's gonna
Hooray.
get fired, it was definitely gonna be Slacks. That's for sure. You dropped way more f bombs than anybody else. This is a PG-13 channel.
Yeah, nice
I don't-
Dota TV Purge.
Do we even have the mature checkbox enabled on Twitch? I don't even think we do.
I don't know.
We do.
After the way
We-
he pronounces
Mott
that,
says
that
we do.
word,
Why don't you
So-
go post about it on Tumblr, Purge?
I don't have a Tumblr, dude. You're off base. That wasn't even funny. Get out of here.
Fuck you, dude.
All
I
right.
really
well,
like the EG draft though. It's pretty interesting. All Ags. It looks like something that somebody theory crafted and was like, yes, we're gonna pick this in a real game. Yeah, we're in elimination mode. They're restricted on choices, and they still get everything they want.
that's you, Mott.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I'm out of this disaster.
I just can't. I cannot deal with this analyst panel. Did you hear Slack switch his predictions like 3 times? Yeah, it's gonna be Complexity
I actually
2-0,
missed
and then he
that.
just switches immediately after the first game.
I feel like after like the 3rd time, you just took your headphones off and you took your glasses off and you're just rubbing your eyes.
I
like,
I was like, I can't
pissed.
deal with
That's
this
why you
anymore.
weren't there in time.
I would walk out of this room if it weren't for the camera shot that was in front of me, unfortunately.
Okay.
But good stuff though. I don't really know what's going on with these drafts. I'm pretty excited. The Venomancer
They're-
pick obviously is huge, but
Both of these drafts actually make a lot of sense. Cole is all about physical damage. They've got Slar ulti, they've got PA. who's going to go Deso. Magnus is going to empower her. It's typical combo Magnus plus melee here. That's usually not very good, but PA has been found to be strong lately. So I like Cole's draft. They've also got no field against the Rubik. Both of their supports are not going to tie to Clockwork because either one of them can lift and throw the Clockwork out of the cogs, and the other one can just fly over the cogs. So I think Clock's actually going to have a really tough game, and there's Blink Strike from PA. Like, the only people that Clock can actually kill is, like, Slardar, maybe Magnus. Like, it's a pretty good draft from Cole's side, but EG does have tons of push, tons of end the game at 25-minute ags for everybody stuff. So there's good things about both sides.
Crit going to be found by Z-Freak. Won't go for the lift. His team was nearby, not close enough, and Crit will get down a couple of good wards here. One of the entries to the jungle, one towards the pole camp, which is in fact blocking it at this point in time. So Complexity will have to de-ward or just deal with it. They'll, I think, give a sentry away to Swindles. They have 2 of them on them now, but how important is it to get off to a fast start here for EG in order to take this laning phase over?
I mean, I don't know if they need for it to go that amazing because they have such a good 5-man. I mean, it does heavily come down to Sumail in some ways, because if he gets ahead and is able to buy a couple ags for people, then obviously the game becomes better and better and better. The one hero that I usually follow in games like these is going to be Venomancer, because Veno's a hero that has trouble killing other heroes, but he has a really good ability to farm. So if he can just kind of stay alive and continue to collect items, it gets really scary. And the biggest thing in this game so far, both sentries miss
I was just going to
blocks.
say. Yeah,
that's huge.
200 gold down the drain. That is unfortunate.
I mean, and the issue is that they also tried dewarding before the first spawn, so now they didn't even know for sure that the pole camp was blocked.
Well, they're going to know soon.
They would have been able to deward at least one of these for sure, and they missed both. So it's going to cost them 200 gold to collect on that. It's very good for Universe.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. He's going to have plenty of room to work with here. The Universe Clockwork coming out, the old staple. Haven't seen much Clock lately except for what the panel was talking about, the 4 position. Haven't seen too much in the 3 position. There's better off lanes usually, but we'll see how Universe plays up in this dual lane, actually. As he's going to get some help with Crit. It's going to be Justin down bottom with the Phantom Assassin, and then Swindles will help him out. Swindles seems to know where the ward is placed now. I think he has a good understanding of it. Camp is blocked.
Yeah. It's a pretty bad dual lane for him, though. I mean, if he gets a double hit in here, that'd be good. He's only going to get 1. Oh, he gets him. Okay.
Nice.
He hits both with the Arctic Burn at least, so he gets some nuke in, but now he's useless for 40 seconds.
Ooh, the cog push. Not that much mana drain, but the PA does have a mango. We'll keep our eyes peeled on this matchup. Cancel going toe-to-toe with Sumail, taking a lot of damage from this acid spray. He's getting blocked by the creeps. He's actually taking a lot of hits. He still has a Fairy Fire if need be, so he's fine. Top lane Moo. There's the Gale. He's in trouble. The Slithering Crush. Nice stun coming out with that telekinesis from Z-Freak, but it looks like Moo should still fall to this first blood and will. Zai will get the job done. There's too many slows, and Moo is just useless at this point in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's pretty tough in this dual lane. I mean, Gale's fantastic for slow, and if he even levels it up, it's going to do massive amounts of damage. Probably will max Plague Wards, though, just because it's so good for farming. And just all the lanes look amazing for EG at the moment, especially because of the blocks in the bot lane.
Yeah, that actually got them into a better spot than you'd think. My analyst panel is actually going insane. They're just giggling over there like schoolgirls. I can't handle this.
Nothing weird there.
Nothing weird. Illuminate, Swindles, getting caught, Battery Assault, and Justin will try to take the damage as well as the stuns, and he'll do a nice job of it. Try to eat his way through or chew his way through these cogs, and will do a nice job as well. Universe not able to get the kill. It's not really much kill potential, I feel like, here between Illuminate and cogs at level 1. No flare either.
I mean, EG's just owning all their lanes. Sumail's getting far more last hits than Cancel is on the mid lane. He was completely outlaning him, trading really effectively. The off lane's going great for Universe and Crit. The safe lane, they already got a kill. I think EG is just wrecking this game right now.
Yeah, this is a terrific start. The fact that the pole camps have been blocked down bottom for 2 minutes is pretty significant. At least a minute and a half.
Well, they got the other award at least. First 200 gold, Swindles flies out a sentry, and there isn't that much pressure. It's one of the only good things about this safe lane, is that their dual lane isn't just going to out-harass them, so Swindles can get away with not having too much regen here. But at some point, he has to get levels for himself and maybe accelerate in some way, because Universe is getting pretty much everything he wants right now.
This is going extraordinarily well. No kills just yet, except for the first blood, obviously, with a Moo going down in the top lane, but other than that, pretty quiet game so far, but still lots of farm going the way of the Dire side. Sumail having a great time. It's taking a lot of damage here. Doesn't have enough mana for a Shockwave on the Magnus. It's low, but not low enough. Looks like Sumail will be fine.
He could maybe, yeah, Sumail plays safe. And Bottle Crowing coming too. I mean, I think this is, it all kind of comes down to the first couple engagements. Is everybody in EG going to be there in the fight? and they probably should, based on Crit having good levels. He can always pull Arteezy into the engagement, because otherwise Arteezy is just going to be passively farming. Maybe the same case for Alchemist. A gank being set up mid, actually.
Here comes Z3 with a wraparound.
He's only
got
level
the
1
smoke
though.
coming
I
out.
love the TP.
RP not there. He will go for the lift. They have the skewer back as well, pushing him behind the tower. Sumail slowed up. Slithering Crush move. They have the living armor. It's finally gone now. It's just too much damage. Really well set up gank coming out from Complexity to kill Sumail there.
Dude, that was so fucking beautiful, the way that they did that. It was actually incredible. Lift from the back, throw in on the TP. The timing of everything there was perfect. The TP came, and Sumail's like, well, that's the dumbest gank I've ever seen. But then the Rubik was there to throw him back into it, and the skewer. Plus, they had living armor there, and he still got blown up. That was just amazingly executed. And now, finally, cancels ahead in terms of last hits.
Yep, he gets up to 22. He's struggling a little bit earlier. He didn't have Shockwave for a little while, but now he's got level 3 Shockwave. He's getting close to his RP as well, getting to level 6 soon. We'll see what he wants to get. Probably Arcanes along the way. I'm interested in itemization for Arteezy, as Z-Freak is probably dead here. He's going to take a Leech Seed as well as a... Oh, good deny coming up from Moon. Nicely done, actually, with the Poison Sting on him. He's able to just right-click him down, and they don't get that kill. That's huge.
One of 3 abilities in the game that lets you deny your allies. Someday may be removed, but at least not for now.
All right, Arteezy's pretty sad about that. That's just Venomancer.
Yeah, that's huge. That'll give... obviously, Z-Freak will lose his gold there. Moo could die here,
might be dead. Slithering Crush, they're trying to juke it, and at least both avoid it here. Moo might just fall. The deny from Z-Freak. Sure. Is it in time? Does he need it? Yes, they get another one. He just waits, and he just hits him. It's just like real casual. Z-Freak still getting chased out. Another Leech Seed from Zai. He might die. He still has that Windlace. He's got a Tangos. That's not going to help him. Nobody's going to die him this time. They'll finally get a kill. They have to dive past the tier 2 tower. Dear Lord, that took forever.
And Arteezy ate the tree for the extra Tango boost. That's just OP, man. He got 2 points in Gale as well. Just wanted more damage in his laning stage. Gale, honestly, one of the highest damage nukes right now. I think at level 2, I can't remember. I think it does like 600 magic damage with 4 points. So it does something like 300 with 2 skill points. It's amazing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good damage. I do want to ask about Arteezy and what he builds on a core Venomancer. What's the build for core Venomancer, do you think, in this game?
Just Aquila for mana regen and Fuse Rain drop as well. And then you go either Ags or Veil, and then get whichever one of those that you didn't buy the first time, and then a mobility item. Yeah, just super standard. It's all about team fighting. It's all about doing tons of magic damage in a team fight, and just passively farming in the meantime with Plague Wards until you get to those items.
Cancel and Z-Freak moving up to the top lane again. Cancel does have his level 6 now. Alchemist, it looks like he's been farming the jungle with Acid Spray. Trying to get to his Midas currently. And he's looking for that top rune. This might be trouble. I think he might have seen Cancel and he backed away. I think he saw the rune wasn't there and he just said, I'm not dealing with that. But...
You said Midas, but I'm sure you meant Armlet.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Every Elk obviously builds Armlet. He's not quite there. He does get ganked again, though.
Yeah, he's not going to have his Armlet, it looks like. He does get off his Chemical Rage. Actually, they might be able to keep him alive here with the Chemical Rage and Living Armor as well. He just took no damage from any of that.
Yeah, they had to have Sardo be level 6 for that to work. There's like no way otherwise. Or maybe they catch him before he pops his ulti and they perfect chain stun, but that gank was not going to work. That one wasn't very well planned.
So he's
Wyvern
still doing really well with CS.
Yeah, he's still doing extremely well. He's caught up ahead of Magnus again. Swindles is doing pretty well, at least. Level 3, almost level 4 now. I won't say, maybe shouldn't say well, but he's doing passable. Really, it's the benefit of this lane. They're good against everything.
Passable.
It's hard for Clock to get kills.
All right, Z-Freak and Cancel will rotate mid. You actually have some really good levels from this dual lane off lane. Level 5 for both the Keeper Light as well as the Clockwork. He's going to have Hookshot pretty soon. Just going to blow up the pole at this point. Swindles is he's trying to do what he can, but Universe is trying to chase after him. Battery Soul almost there. He could have gotten him with the cogs. Had even been a little bit faster, not gotten Arctic burned. Z-Freak finally rotate again. I don't know if they can really do anything here with Justin.
Yeah, I think Swindles should have kept vision a little bit, because if they got a dagger on the clock there, Z-Freak would have rotated in time, and well, this is decent.
They will get the dagger. Now they're going to go with the Phantom Strike on the Universe. Battery Salt will go. He's the living armor. This is going to take a lot of work, but they will inevitably bring him down. It looks like one more right click, the TP will not go. So a waste of 50 gold as well as the TP time, and they will bring him down finally.
All right, safe lane's going pretty well for Cole now. I really like that kill there. That was huge. Z-Freak's still pretty underleveled. That's maybe the biggest thing they're losing, but I'm pretty confident he'll be able to catch up. He's a good player.
Arteezy. Cancel wrapped around the opposite direction, thinking Arteezy would juke through the tree line. He gets RP'd, Skewer backed as well. They have the living armor up as well. Arteezy doesn't have his Poison Nova. It doesn't look like he really needs it. He's just going toe-to-toe with Cancel. There's like 4 Plague Wards up. Arteezy doesn't give a damn. There's another hero TPing it at Z-Freak. He's invis with a rune. And Arteezy's completely fine, and they'll take the tier 1 tower. That was anticlimactic.
I mean, Plague Wards do a massive amount of damage, especially to lane creeps, so he just has to kill the creep wave, and pre-6, like, Cole's lineup doesn't have very good damage. The big nuker on the team is actually Winter Wyvern right now. That's where they're at, and because they did a dual offlane and Slardar got a little shut down, he's not even 6 yet. If they had ult, maybe they could have gotten that kill, but with Living Armor blocking minimum 5 right clicks, it's just too much damage block.
And down bottom, Complexity, Swindles, he's not 6 yet, as you mentioned. They need that Winter's Curse. Justin's not doing any damage, even with the Blightstone and Phase Boots. And Universe is just pulling them out of lane with crit, and the Illuminate's coming out. It's just a lot of damage. They might have to give up this tier 1 tower as Arteezy's rotated down there. With level 4 Plague Wards, this will fall pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's really about killing the creep waves. It does kind of bad building damage, but kills the creep wave rapidly, and then it will transition into the creeps and everything else killing the tower. He's going to go Veil first. Definitely the cheaper build. It's only like 2,500 gold, and it gives you HP regen and armor, which will be a nice offset to the Slardar. It's absolutely the right choice here. And if they can keep taking towers like this, EG is going to be in a commanding lead, especially with Sumail just AFK farming in the meantime.
Yep, 1,800 gold already up with his armlet, as we talked about previously. He's looking really strong. He's going to continue to farm with his acid spray, level 4 bounty, Grievel's Greed, and they really can't kill him with living armor. I mean, if he gets his chemical rage off, which is what we saw earlier, I don't know if they can really bring him down unless they commit a lot of heroes to gank him. It's very tough.
Once they get the Empower up a bit, and maybe Justin gets his Deso picked up or something, that's when they can start killing people, but that's really the big weakness in their draft, is that they don't do much damage yet.
That Splinter Blast not doing much work. Universe coming in with Hookshot ready, and they're just going to go for a push now. Crit will take some damage.
It's all the raindrops. That's really what happened. I mean, if anything, you look at that as value.
Yep.
If you spend 220 gold, how much did raindrop? 235?
Mm-hmm. Something.
I need to check this. 225.
225.
Okay, there we go. If that costs 225 gold and it has 5 charges, every time he breaks like 3 raindrops, he's actually doing pretty severe economic damage. But he's the one that has to be here to stop these pushes. He has to counteract what Veno's doing. He has to clear the creep waves with Splinter Blast, and this is arguably Winter Wyvern's best skill in the early game, in my opinion, if you use it correctly. Because it's a 7-second cooldown, it's very spammable, you just need mana, either Arcane Boots or Soul Ring. So it's entirely up to Swindles to not get ganked, to constantly counter push, and to make sure that EG doesn't get a massive tower advantage in the next 10 minutes.
It's easier said than done, though. It's a lot of easy access points. EG are starting to get wards up as well. They have Universe with the hook shot, so they can set up ganks. They have obviously the slows coming out with the Leech Seed as well as the Venomous Gale, so they have everything going for EG at this point. We talked about how good their lane phase was. The Alchemist at 7,000 net worth. There's already a 7,500 net worth advantage coming up for Evil Geniuses, which is gigantic at 11 minutes in this game. A lot of that is coming from the Alch, obviously, but the laning phase in general as well.
Yeah, it's not just the Alch. It's absolutely the whole team is doing extremely well. I mean, Arteezy's sitting at 1-0-1. He's got a Veil of Discord up. He's actually still not grabbing his ultimate. I'm a little surprised about that one, but at some point he will, maybe in the next few levels. He might get caught, though.
Yeah, they have a Smoke of Deceit ready to go. Z-Freak has lift. He's going to walk up. He'll find Arteezy. They have the Observer Ward. Smoke will break. No vision. He was up in the high ground.
They're going to take
broke,
Roche.
though.
Okay, Medallion pickup on his eye is going to allow them to reduce the armor by 3.5. With Arteezy hitting this and all of his wards, they will kill Roche eventually here.
There is RP up. No Blink Dagger, obviously. Complexity, I should know this is happening. I don't know if they can do anything about it. It looks like they're just backing away at this point, Purge.
This looks alright for them. I mean... Oh, they're using Chakra Magic on Veno to spam more wards. It's kind of interesting.
There are a lot of wards in that Roche pit, dear God.
They'll kill it eventually. It'll just take a little bit of time. But the cool part is that in the meantime, Universe is just getting levels mid. And this is kind of what he has to do, because really he just can't kill anybody on the enemy team, because they're like all clockwork counters. Rubik, Winter Wyvern, PA, almost all of them.
I mean, the important thing to know here is Sumail is literally just he's not in the pit. He'll throw an acid spray down, but he's just farming Ancients. He's got his Relic already, his ratings is on the way, absolutely. They're in a very good spot. And they will take Roche.
It's a great pickup. This is very good for Veno to grab Aegis, just because he is very vulnerable, and he has to walk into melee range to get a good ultimate off. Not that he's going to skill that. Doesn't need it.
He'll get it eventually. Hookshot misses bottom. TP just came through from Swindles to get out in time. Not quite there for Universe, but they'll continue to farm up. Meanwhile, top lane, a couple heroes going in. Crit behind the tower. Moves trying to farm up. Rather quiet game from the Slardar, trying to get to his Blink Dagger. He's getting close, 1,500 gold currently. Speaking of Blink Dagger, cancels almost there at 1,900. So some big items coming up for Complexity in the next couple minutes if they can stay alive.
That could be really huge. If he gets good RP off and then PA jumps in with Blink Strike, that could potentially win them the whole early skirmish. He goes for headdress, going to be a Vlad's on
Yeah,
PA.
I was
Not
actually just
too
about to ask that.
unexpected, but Z-Freak also passing up 1 skill point in the null field. A little questionable maybe, but he does have a better telekinesis as a result. They need to start fighting though, it's super important. And Justin has farm, but it's not a stupid amount. He's only got 61 last hits at 13 minutes. And the Radiance is already up. Like, if EG just group as 5 right now and take a fight, there's a really high chance that EG just crushes it.
Telekinesis, they'll find Sumail. He does have his Chemical Rage. He popped it early. Z-Freak will steal it, so he's got that going for him. He actually popped it himself. Meanwhile, Justin getting chased down by Universe. Hook shot up in 2 seconds, but they'll try to fight this unstable concoction. The Wyvern will get caught. There's going to be usage of the Cold Embrace to keep himself alive. Z-Freak now the hook shot. They will find Cancel. He'll skewer his way out. Universe under the tree line. Arteezy's here as well. RP, it's going to be on to 2, but he has to run away. There's no follow-up damage. Everyone else is already TPing out. Sumail on the run. He's got unstable concoction. He's in room to use it. He will, and that will be the kill. Sumail gets a double for himself with already 1,500 gold in the bank after just getting that Radiance. 2 dead on the side of Complexity.
EG's, the way they played the early game was just so effective. Like, they did aggressive dual lanes, and their dual lanes were arguably better than what Cole had. They pressured all of the lanes with lane advantage, and because of this, Cole's timing has now become the same lineup as where EG was strong. Like, when they finally started grouping to take a fight, EG already had a Radiance. It makes it so difficult for them to win the game.
It just feels like there's nothing they could do. They're finally getting up their level 6s on their supports. They were highly underleveled. The experience obviously going advantage of EG. You already talked about Sumail at great length. Arteezy literally just got his ultimate. He just skilled it at level 11. And it looks like they're going to keep going. They've popped the Veil. Justin's going to use the Phantom Strike. Just narrowly avoids the Venom Scale, which Z-Freak steals. But there's really no contention at this Tier 2 tower. This push is going to be successful one way or the other.
It's just so hard for them to cross the Plague Wards, and most of the heroes are melee actually, so even killing the Plague Wards in the first place is very difficult. This Venom
shot.
is great.
He found Z-Freak. There's the Poison Nova. Only hits onto the Rubik, I believe, but it's more than enough. He does get Cold Embrace. There's the Winter's Curse coming out only onto 1, and it's the Venomancer. He's fine. He still has the Aegis too. An easy pick off. Not really much Complexity could have done there, and EG are just going to back out.
It was a good try from the Swindles. If they would have caught the Clockwork there, it would have kept the Rubik alive, but just a little bit too much damage. I'm actually not sure that the Cold Embrace was even good there, because Rubik still had Alchemist ulti up. He was regenerating a lot of HP, so might have been better if he didn't get Cold Embraced at the start.
Justin was getting spotted by Zai, but instead it looks like there's going to be something happening mid. A couple TPs in. Arteezy. Amp damage is up. Moo does have his 4 staff now, so they have some more mobility, but they have to find one of the best team fights with a ton of good ultimates coming out from Complexity, I feel like, to get them back into this game.
Yeah, the Force is a great idea, though, because there's so many Plague Wards, those can stop your Blink Dagger. So instead, he goes for the item that will for sure allow him to initiate. I like the choice. But Cole needs to get some kills, because EG's completely running away with this game. 15k gold advantage? Oh my god.
Yeah, that is a lot of gold.
They actually have twice as much money as EG does, or Cole has.
Dear God. Telekinesis, they'll find Venomancer. He still has the Aegis, no Poison Nova, but he pretty much just solo killed Swindlebalance without any issue whatsoever with the Venomous Scale and Plague Wards. And that was pretty easy. Moo's going to use the Slithering Crush on Universe. Hookshot went onto Moo, but there's no follow-up. That'll be that.
And Arteezy following up with a great item as well, grabbing a Plate Mail on top of his Veil. So all of the armor, minus armor that Cole's supposed to be using to win fights, is being even more countered. It's the problem with having one-dimensional damage sources. Z-Freak can steal Plague Wards, though. That's a huge... No, he
got
did
Gale.
So
he used Gale right as he stole... Oh, Z-Freak is not happy about that. That's rough.
That's actually just super unlucky. Nothing other than that. He might have the TP home here. Yeah, he will have to. That was pretty close. If you're able to get Plague Wards from a Veno as a Rubik, it's actually an amazing counter. Just because it gets the Plague Wards get the Poison Sting and the Plague Wards, so it's really like you're getting 8 skill points instead of just 1. Really effective, but he wasn't able to steal it there just by happenstance. Just happened to use Gale there.
Maybe next time. But for now, Complexity have actually invaded the Dire jungle. There's not really any safe place for them to farm, so they'll do it in the enemy jungle as best as possible. EG will continue to pressure. They just took a tier 1 tower mid. They'll put the pressure on the tier 2 tower bottom, which they shouldn't have any issue with. Arteezy, luckily for Complexity, has lost the Aegis, but it's
so only a matter of time, right?
Maybe they can kill him. But that's an Octarine Core. Okay, Alchemist is extraordinarily farmed. Dear God. I don't know. I don't know what you do here. Justin's going to kill Crit. Oh, the Blinding Light. Maybe not. Crit might actually live. The Mana Leak is on him as well. Justin's in a lot of trouble. The TP's coming through Universe. He's got Hookshot. Is he going to find it? He's got Flare ready to go to get some vision. Justin, now Hookshot. Universe will catch him. He does get out, though, with the Force Staff. Moo was there in time. Slithering Crush. They might actually keep him alive here and save him. Illuminate will come through. Now Cancel gets hit by it. The Poison Nova. Z-Freak again soloed by that freaking Poison Nova. Leave me alone, RTZ. The Gale will come out. Onto 2. There's the amp damage, but he has that plate mail. And here comes Sumail. The Octarine Core swindles is like, dear God, someone help me. The magic damage, yeah, you're done. 3 dead on the map for Complexity. It is a slaughter for EG yet again.
So he got a bit of skirmish, so he got the call pretty low, but Phantom Assassin lost all of his mana at the start of the fight. And that meant that he wasn't able to contribute when it looked like the right time to turn around. So if Alchemist just didn't show up, maybe they get a kill there, but that's just unrealistic. But I think it's okay that Cole tried for that. They have to get some kills here. They're so far behind in net worth that if they get any kills at all, they're going to get a massive gold swing back in their favor.
I mean, even for the supports, it's going to be like 1K or something ridiculous at this point just because of how farmed everyone is. Maybe not for the supports, but like for, especially if you can kill RTZ or Sumail, that is an insane amount of gold that you're going to be getting.
Though they're going to get a ridiculous amount. RTZ going for a Lotus Orb, actually. Pretty cool choice. He can remove amplified damage from either himself or an ally, and it gives him HP and mana regen. Pretty cool pickup.
They have an Ags on Crit right now. That's...
Okay, that's actually his too. He bought that one.
Yeah, he bought that. That's impressive.
Sumail is farming his first one. It'll probably be for RTZ, which is why his build looks so weird. It's fine that he gets Lotus Orb then, because he will be getting an Ags from Sumail.
If RTZ is able to hit like more than one person, more than a Z-Freak Poison Nova, pretty sure everyone just dies if he has an Aghanim Scepter at this point in the game.
Yeah, definitely, if you can get on top of them. The only other person I'd maybe give this to is Treant instead, because it gives such godly map control.
That's
gets a solo kill on Slardar.
Sumail just ran at him. That's unbelievable. Whew, 21,000 net worth, 11,000 above RTZ, and then even more so above that of Cancel, who's looking for Crit. The haste rune is there. TPs are coming. Crit, they will actually try to save him. Blinding Light comes out. Cancel knows he has to leave. Hookshot misses from Universe. Now Swindle will come in. He actually gets off the Winter's Curse, but it's a Crit hitting a Clockwork. It's not going to do that much damage, unfortunately. Flare will come out. Universe Force Staff catches out Swindle Melons. He has the Cold, the Cold Embrace, but he still will fall to the Illuminate as it blasts through the back of his head. Cancel forces himself away and blinks down to the low ground. TP will come through. No way they can chase him without Hookshot. He'll stay alive and get out. But now mid lane, there's more action happening as Sumail will take down Z-Freak. Again, this monstrous Alchemist just running at everyone. Cancel will take the Unstable Concoction. No follow-up, though. Sumail knows how slippery Cancel can be. And right now, he's focused on farming and taking this tier 2 tower down.
I mean, yeah, he actually did give the Ags to Treant. It's a pretty safe decision here just because of the vision advantage it's going to give them. I don't think they would even have to go for the Veno Ags. Like, it's great for team fighting, but that's not the issue right now. They're just completely beating Cole as it is.
Ooh, he had like no mana. If he hit that Blinding Light a half second earlier, that TP's canceled and he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, Force, Cancel, able to get out with his
this could be
Force
a big
Staff.
kill. They're kind of spread out.
They are going to find a Slithering Crush. They have the Root coming out, using that ultimate coming out from Treant Protector. Unstable Concoction. Cold Embrace is there. Lift up. They have Chemical Rage. Still plenty of damage from Sumail. A couple of chops, and this is a dead Moo. Poison Nova comes out. Great RP, but he's already low. The Poison Sting and the Poison Nova taking him down, and Sumail running over everybody. Another Unstable Concoction. The Poison Nova killing just about everybody in this game. Justin gets here a bit too late. Has the Poison Sting on him. He's got Phantom Strike if he needs to get away, but with 4 dead, they are just losing more and more as this game progresses. 16-3 at 21 minutes in with 25,000 and dipping down to 30,000 going the way of EG.
And the team fight advantage that the Dire team has is just getting worse and worse. Eyes in the Force there with the Overgrowth just did a massive amount of damage just to start the fight. And we haven't even seen any impact from Universe, actually. He keeps missing his hook shots, but it doesn't even matter. They just have so much damage and so many survivability items and skills that Cole can't kill anybody on the team, unless it's like 3 versus 1 hero.
It's not looking great. That's pretty much all I can say about that.
Like, the minimum they'd have to get a gem right now, so that they can start dewarding the Eyes in the Forest. Like, Treant's just going to accelerate. He's going to get free farm. He's going to be able to just overgrowth creep waves and neutral camps and things like that.
I mean, EG can take this as slow as they want. Complexity, they know they have to get something done. The smoke is broken. They drop the sentries. Eyes already out of there. Eyes in the Forest again. They're in the tree line, but nobody's over there, unfortunately, for Complexity. Sorry, guys. your Treant Protector's mid lane right now.
I wonder if this would have been very different if Cole did a safe tri lane instead of going for an ag or a dual lane aggro. I mean, they did get both camps blocked level 1. That was absolutely massive.
I don't know.
At least they have Deso on PA. They could perhaps take a fight.
Yeah, they have some extra damage now. With a good RP, good Winner's Curse, they have the utility to get back into this game with some good team fight, but it just is so far behind that you have to get like 3, 4, 5 of those fights in order to even this like
Maybe
game up.
I mean, every kill you get, when somebody has over double your net worth, I just want to see one hero die because I want to see how much gold they give. Because it's going to be a stupid amount, especially if it's somebody like Alchemist. He actually, does he have as much net worth as the whole enemy team? Pretty close.
It's
only 3K
he actually
gold
has,
short.
yes. I think that's kind of insane.
And he's already given an Ags away, by the way. So I think that goes out of his net worth. So he definitely has farmed more gold than all of Complexity has this game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just how this game's gone. I don't know. There's really not much else to talk about. It's been a slaughter. Telekinesis, Zai's just, he doesn't care. He's completely tanky. He's got a Solar Crest. Sumel's hitting the tower. They don't really give a damn. Arteezy is bodyguarding. He has a Lotus Orb on him right now. They cannot do anything. Justin's already at like half HP. Stifling Dagger's going to hit Justin and slow him down as well.
Kind of low.
Sumel's going to go for an Unstable Concoction. Will turn his attention towards Swindles. The Cold Embrace will come out. I don't see you surviving here, Swindles. I hate to say it. He dies pretty much instantly. And that's going to be an RP at least coming up from Cancel. Can they push him back far enough here? He's almost inside the well, but unfortunately Cancel. It wasn't enough. Telekinesis on the wrong side. Sumel's walking in anyways. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Moo's going to go down. GG's finally called. Sumel may lose the Sages, but everybody is literally dying in the well. All right, Z-Freak, you're just dead. Sorry, buddy.
And we're not going to get to see anybody on EG die there. Their draft was just very strong. The double camp block at the start of the game was instrumental there. Cole did not react to it the correct way, and because of that, they weren't able to tri lane. The Rubik was consistently under level. They had that one beautiful gank mid against Sumail, but that was really the only good thing they had going for them. Their lineup was just weak in terms of burst, and that's what's going to happen in elimination mode in games 2 and 3. The drafts aren't going to be perfect. They're going to look kind of good, but there's going to be massive holes that the best teams should be able to exploit and draft against.
Well, that was something else. Evil Genius has taken it about 25 minutes time, and they do so pretty one-sidedly. That was one of the better drafts I've seen from them in like an EM tournament. They did very well for themselves. Complexity, they played really well in the first game. Unfortunately, here in the second game, it didn't quite work out for them. But we still have one more series up today. It is going to be NP versus DC, I believe, coming up next. But before that, we do have a bit of a break. Myself as well as Purge are done for the day. If you've enjoyed the cast, you can follow us on Twitter at MontDota, at PurgeGamers. Make sure you guys check out moonducktv for more information about our upcoming tournaments, including Elimination Mode and other tournaments coming your way. So with that, stick around. We'll jump into a break and jump into our second series of the day coming up soon.